What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at prime moment Gullit, the 94 centre forward that is just incredible. He's still coming in at 10 mil on the Xbox. He's also coming in at 8.3 on the PlayStation, and he is 15 mil max on the PC. And obviously his stats are just incredible. Himself is probably one of the prolific centre midfielders that you can get in FIFA for the past, I don't even know how many years he's actually been in FIFA. I know prime moment started, I think, FIFA 19. I can't remember before that in FIFA 18 what the actual deal was, but Gullit has always been known to be one of the best. Obviously coming in at 6'3" with a 4-star 5-star, he just is phenomenal. Very, very good indeed, and that is why he has got obviously a huge price tag. If you are lucky enough to get him, then obviously you play him in every single team, every single match, whatever you can. Try and fit him into silver stars if you can. You try and fit him into foot champs, into friendlies, just to know that you're getting the most out of this card. And normally 9 times out of 10, if you're lucky enough, you'll probably get him in late August, just before FIFA 22. But if you are lucky enough to get him beforehand, then obviously hats off to you, and hopefully I don't play you anytime soon. So let's jump into Gullit and just see what this monster of the midfield can actually do. I think the biggest thing with Gullit for me is how many positions you can genuinely play him in. He just is an absolute monster going forward, from a striking role, from obviously a cam, even just in a defensive mid. He can play it all, and I think that is personally, obviously mixed with the fact that he is absolutely incredible, is kind of like the best thing about him and why he is so much. Obviously then putting in the fact that he actually is fantastic is obviously the big hand in, obviously, 10 mil worth of a card. And it is a shame, in fact, that we don't actually get any SBCs of prime moments of him anymore. I remember in FIFA 19 literally having so many of them, it was unreal. Having Eusebio to R9, just all chilling in a team, because SBCs, you could just finish them, obviously towards the end of the game. But nonetheless, it gave a purpose to the game, and I think that's what we've been kind of missing this year, is just the fact that we've had no real non-expiry SBCs. Even the likes of Boateng last year was still something to actually do in the off time, and I know we've had quite a few icon SBCs. They've not necessarily been ones that I'm more willing to kind of put together, just because if I don't manage to finish them within the 90 days that you've got, obviously then it is just a complete waste. Whereas when they're non-expiry, you can kind of chip away at any time, really. You have multiple 82 rated SBCs, 81 rated SBCs to complete. Can we find a ball over to Gullit? And that's exactly what it is. Gullit's heading is just top tier. We literally just ran through that defender, and he could not do anything about it. I think as well, just the sheer size of Gullit just makes people automatically think, if you didn't know who he was, you'd automatically think that maybe not going to be as good, because we kind of know that bigger players tend to not be as agile, tend to not have the same sort of agility. Gullit is like that freak of nature that just has all of that as well, and I think that is a big one for me. Same with like Vieira, again, maybe not the most agile player in the world in comparison, but for the size that he is, very agile indeed. That's what we want to see. Get the 2 men on it. Beautiful. Right, let's see what we can get. No, not quite. Love it. Straight to Gullit. Brings it down with absolute ease. And he's just holding the ball again. Obviously, he's going pretty hard on this, and we're trying not to give away another goal. But Gullit's just absolutely incredible at just having the ball at his feet. He is so big, and the strength on him is absolutely phenomenal. We'll see him again, as you can see him just waiting to make their moves, and he just manages to get on top of balls so easy. Jesus, that's a ball and a half. If we can get this back post into Gullit, that's got to be a volley that's going in. Literally that ball before, didn't expect it. I was going for a through ball to start with, realised that 2 players were offside and just put it across field, and it just managed to get there. And then once you've got to know that Gullit's on back post, you know he's going to peel away and get it. Literally every time he just wins the ball himself quite easily. You can see the level as well, just from the fact everybody else's stamina is just nuts, and yet you've got the likes of Gullit, who is literally not even cursing half bar either. Gullit finds in a bit of Sancho, Gonna find it back. I wanted it back to Gullit, but unfortunately the cross did not allow that. I wonder if this guy will move his free kick. It will determine whose clip this is. It looks like he could. No, he's gonna keep him there. Do you reckon try and put it over his noggin? Let's give it a go. Yellow bar. Crossbar. Oh, post. And that stayed in as well. Into Gullit is the onside though. That's it. Beautiful. Easy goal for Gullit. And a rage quit to finish off. You'll love to see it. So going into the overall for Gullit, obviously we are doing this a couple of days apart. So he is just incredible. And I think everybody knows it. Everybody knows Gullit, even from, I think it's from his mid, yeah, his mid, prime, and obviously moments are just 10 out of 10s. It's for some reason his 86, obviously it's a little bit low rated now, just doesn't do it. We've had him last year and the year before in his baby version, and it's just not really cut it. We've used, I want to say his prime, and I want to say his moments last year. No, his moments was FIFA 19 or 18, whenever the SBC was. And then his prime was last year and the year before, which they're always incredible. He's coming in at 5.3 at the moment. Obviously, the game is slowly becoming obsolete, so prices are low. I think for me, he is worth the coins. Whether he's worth the coins now is a different question. 5.3 million is not a little amount of coins. If you're sitting on it and you think, I've never tried a Gullit, I want to try him, go for it. I know obviously tax is massive when you're looking in the million mark. So if you're looking at it now, so if you sell for 5.3, it's 267k tax. But if you've managed to get 5.3 million in cash or in coins now, like a leftover from now, then obviously you're doing something right anyway. But overall, he's obviously going to be a 10. There was no other way that he was not going to be. Last year we got a 94 centre forward as the same. I don't know which dynamic I preferred. I quite like this dynamic, but then I think I quite like this prime moments. I like the kind of background. I get what they're trying to do here, but for me, I just like that kind of background. It worked really well. And I think in this card, it really stands out with obviously the kit change into the stripes. Much better. But overall, of course, he's a 10. He's bound to be. He's 5.3 mil in the dead part of FIFA. 15 mil straight off the bat. He is an incredible player, and if you are lucky enough to use him, then absolutely go ham with him. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button as well as the notification. So hit that bell button as well. I'll see you all for the next one. Pieces.